Hi everybody, this is Avrohom Czapnik from the Jewish Learning Exchange in Los Angeles. I hope you and yours are well. This week is an exciting Shabbos. It has two portions, Matos and Massei, which are the concluding portions of Chumash Bamidbar, which means at the end of the Torah reading we stand up and we say Chazak, Chazak, v'nis Chazek, we should be strengthened to complete more Torah works. It is also Rosh Chodesh Av, the new month of the Hebrew month of Av, which is also the beginning of the 9 days. So we take out a second Torah scroll for reading about Rosh Chodesh. In the Parsha, it talks about the cities of refuge. God commanded that the Jewish people have 6 main cities of refuge. These were places that, if God forbid someone killed someone inadvertently, the classical example is the top of the axe was loose and he didn't fix it, and he chopped wood and it went flying and killed somebody, that this person would have to go to one of these cities of refuge and remain there until the death of the Kohen Gadol, the high priest. Now, 3 of these cities were going to be on the east side of the Jordan River, and 3 were going to be on the west side of the Jordan River. And Moshe decided to jump and make the 3 cities on the east side of the Jordan, even though they wouldn't be active until all 6 cities were in place, ready to go. But Moshe decided that he's going to do it because he wanted to grab the mitzvah that he could. And this idea is a very important idea of grabbing any mitzvah, any good deed, any commandment that we can do. The famous great Rosh Yeshiva, the dean of the Manchester Yeshiva, Rav Segal Zatzal of blessed memory. So he was going to a wedding, and one of the students was going with him, and he said, "Where are we going?" And the student said, "To a wedding." He says, "No, we're going to fulfill the commandment to bring joy to the bride and groom. That's where we're going." He understood that every act that we do really has the potential to be a mitzvah, to be a fulfillment of a commandment, to be closer to God, and to be more holy. Before Shabbat, before Shabbos, he would go around and make sure the bathrooms, the public bathrooms in the yeshiva had tissues. And it wasn't that beneath your dignity? He says, no, it's a big mitzvah. He didn't stand on ceremony, but did because he wanted to make sure that everybody was taken care of and their needs were taken care of. There's a Rabbi Bender who was on a flight from Los Angeles to New York, and he found a beautiful appreciation of Shabbos from a non-Jewish man who was sitting next to him on the flight. And this man asked Rabbi Bender, "Do you have Shabbos?" And Rabbi Bender said, "Yes, Baruch Hashem, thank God, every week." And he says, "Wow, I went into my neighbor's house, who's an Orthodox Jew, and I saw how beautifully the whole family, from oldest to the youngest, was dressed formally and nicely in honor of Shabbos. I saw the silver candlesticks and the candles lighting on the table, the white tablecloth, the serenity, the joy. There was like just a spiritual light in the house. That's a very special thing, your Shabbos, because the family made it special. And the lesson for us is really very strong, the powerful lesson. The importance of each and every moment, every day, at every moment of our lives, to perform another mitzvah, another commandment. In synagogues, many times they go around with a charity box and people put in some coins, maybe $1. And you figure, what's the significance of that? It's just a little donation. But every act is significant. First of all, every act brings to another act, leads to another mitzvah, to fulfillment of another commandment. But even besides that, the act itself, every act sanctifies us. Every amen we say when we hear someone else's blessing, every blessing we make, every smile we give to somebody, every word of Torah, every act of loving kindness that we do, every word of encouragement we give to somebody. We may think, it's rote, I'm doing it every day, every prayer. No, every second, every mitzvah is important, and it counts, and it adds up. And this is a very special thing. Moshe, what was the point, Moshe? What are you running to create the cities? The 3 cities are not going to do anything, because all 6 have to be established before it can act as a city of refuge. Moshe said, I'm going to grab the mitzvah whatever I can. And that's why our sages tell us, mitzvah haboliyot al tachmitzenu. When a mitzvah comes into your hand, don't say, I'll do it tomorrow, later. No, grab the mitzvah now. Every mitzvah is special, and every moment is special. And as I said, every amen that we answer to someone else's blessing, every word we say, every time we're careful not to say something bad about somebody else, every action we take can be elevated and sanctified. And each mitzvah is so special and so beautiful. May we fill our homes and our lives and ourselves with fulfilling God's commandments and elevate the world. And may we merit soon, in the merit of all of that, may we see the hostages come home and all the soldiers come home safely. Have a wonderful Shabbos and a good Chodesh and a good new month. And may this month, which the beginning of the 9 days, which we think about the destruction of the temple, may be rebuilt soon in our days. Have a wonderful Shabbos.